Chagrin Falls briefly takes the lead in the second period, but is unable to build on it at all in a 4-2 loss to Cleveland Heights on Friday night in an NDCL Winter Invitational game over at Menor Civic Arena. This was a really good opportunity here these last 48 hours for the Tigers, looking at it from the News-Herald coverage area point of view, with playing Kent Roosevelt yesterday and playing Heights tonight, a couple of Red South teams, a good barometer to see where Chagrin is at, and unfortunately it didn't work out particularly well. Overtime loss last night at Kent, certainly nothing to be ashamed of course, but tonight, to be completely honest, was just flat for Chagrin. I was hoping to see a little bit more, and it just didn't happen. And those nights will happen every now and then. Chagrin's been fantastic so far this year. Came into this game 12-2. They're leading the White South. They've been putting together some really good hockey for large stretches of the year, but it just didn't happen here. And typically, when you have a team playing up, quote unquote, so to speak, whether it's a blue team against a white team or a white team against a red team, there's a number of things that you have to look for. You have to be timely, you have to be smart on the back check, and you have to move the puck well. And unfortunately for large stretches of this hockey game, Chagrin did none of those. The first period was not good at all. The third period was not good at all. It was nondescript, I think, both ways. The second period, I like the energy there. They were moving the puck a little bit better there in the second period, but again, you got to be able to move in sequences a little bit better than that, and the Tigers just weren't able to do it. I thought breakouts at times were a little too ambitious, trying to get too deep into the neutral zone, and against a smart team like Cleveland Heights, that's just not going to work. They're going to be able to telegraph it and carry the puck into their zone. And the other problem that Chagrin had tonight is you have a good forward there for Heights in Stephen Lang, one of the better forwards here in the league, and they just weren't getting a body on him at key times. They weren't physical enough with him at key times. The two goals there in the third period, they didn't really get a body on him at all, and you got to be able to do that when you're playing up against a Red Division team. You have to play physical, and the Tigers were not doing that on this occasion. And to be clear, I feel bad because, when we're looking at it from a coverage area point of view, we've got an area team in Chagrin and a non-area team in Cleveland Heights, and I certainly want to take nothing away from Cleveland Heights. They played very well tonight. You can see why they're sticking around there in the Red Division, and they're a solid Red South team. They move the puck well. They're smart on the back check. They clog passing lanes well. Lang is a good player to build around. They've got good pieces. They're well coached. I want to take nothing away from them, but at the same time, Chagrin Falls just didn't play particularly well on this occasion. And again, that happens. I'm sure they will learn from it and build on that, and hopefully be able to put together some good hockey here down the stretch of the regular season, and hopefully into Barron Cup 2 and the Kent District as well. So a night to forget for Chagrin, but hopefully they'll learn from it after a 4-2 loss to Cleveland Heights on Friday night.